It's a proven fact that people who have pets live longer, happy, healthier lives. We just know that they're good for you, that they're a healthy addition as long as you can take care of them. We actually take all of our animals from the community shelters. We do not take animals from the public. So our relationship with the community shelters is huge. We help them reduce their euthanization numbers because of space. So we're taking animals from their shelter so that they have more space to do the mission that they're supposed to do. When they're full and somebody shows up to relinquish an animal or found a stray animal, they have to take them.
The main reason that animals are euthanized is for space, because there is no space in the shelter when it's full.
They will actually have to establish lists saying this animal would be first on the list, this animal would be second on the list. So when they need space, unfortunately, they have to euthanize an animal to make that space.
Every worker in there is working to get that animal out.
It's a hard part of the job. To pick out which ones get to stay and which ones get to go. It's one of the hardest things that anybody here has to do.
They're great people. They're compassionate people. They don't like euthanizing at all.
Well, I can tell you that things have changed dramatically in the 6 years that I've been here. When I first started working here, I figured the release rate was maybe 50%, maybe, or less. We have about an 83% live release rate at this time. That's pretty good, really. I think shelters everywhere are changing. I think everybody's on an upswing. Spay and neuter your pets, people.
Cut down on the pet population because it's awful.
That's the number one thing, because if there's not that overabundance of animals, then there's not as big of a need for people to come get them out of shelters.
Getting an animal, there's nothing better than having that unconditional love when you come home at the end of the day. They will give you things that nobody else will ever give you, and they'll give you heartache and they'll tear your stuff up sometimes, but that's just part of it. It's like having a kid.
And what we find is long term, the best relationships are the ones where the dog picked you or the cat picked you, not the other way around. People might think they know what they want, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they know what they want. And we don't know how to explain it. I don't know what causes it, but all of a sudden that animal says, you're the person who I need to be with. You're the person I need to take care of me. And you go, oh my God, I fell in love with this animal. And all of a sudden you're already connected and you're more likely to do the right things, take care of the animal properly. That animal is more likely to be a good animal for you because for some reason they just realize this is the person who saved me. This is the person who's going to take care of me.
I was fortunate enough to have room recently that there was a dog that came up at the Edmond shelter, which it's a low kill rate up there. However, she came in as a stray and she had huge tumors on the sides of her body. No one was stepping up to save her, and I felt awful for her. And so I talked to my husband and said, I don't know how long this dog's gonna live or if she'll make it or what she's like, but I'd like to open up our home to her and just keep her until she passes. And so I went and picked her up about 10 minutes before she was supposed to be euthanized. So she's here now. She's doing much better. She's old and still wobbly, but she knows what love is. Turns out she was a bait dog for a fighting ring. They used her to train other dogs. They would attack her and tear her apart. Her teeth have been filed down professionally, so she could not bite back. I don't regret it bringing her here. So it's been a pleasure to be able to save her. There's always something to do in rescue, whether you're volunteering your time or volunteering some sort of financial amount, even if it's $5, trust me, that makes a huge difference. There's always something you can do.
Every single day is a different challenge. Every single day there's something new that comes up.
We are all trying to help as many animals as we can.